This video was made possible by Good Better Best Tuition Services. Please subscribe to this channel for the latest videos. Today we are going to be discussing probability for grade 8 and 9 maths. Now let's define probability. The probability of an event occurring is the number of favorable outcomes over the total number of possible outcomes. What does this mean? Let's look at a dice. For example, let's look at the probability of rolling a 6 when rolling one die. What is the probability of me rolling a 6? How many numbers are there on one die? There are 6 numbers. So the probability of me rolling a 6 is 1 out of the total number of 6. Now this information can also be represented as follows. The probability of an event occurring in percentage form will always lie between 0% and 100%. So 0% means there's no probability of the event occurring, and 100% means the event will definitely occur. This can also be written in decimal form as 0.5 and 1. 50% or 0.5 means that there's an even chance of the event occurring. For example, either it will rain or it won't rain. There's a 50% chance that it will occur. Now let's look at a deck of cards. There is some basic information that you need to know. The first thing is that there are 52 cards in a deck excluding jokers. Then there are 4 suits. In other words, there is clubs, spades, hearts and diamonds. And there are 13 cards in each suit from ace to king. Then you must also know that, for example, there are 4 jacks, 4 queens, 4 kings, 4 sevens. So there are 4 of each kind. Now let's say I were to ask you, what is the probability of drawing a jack of hearts from a deck of cards? How many jack of hearts are there? There's 1. And how many cards are there in total? 52. Remember what we said? It's the number of favorable outcomes over the total number of possible outcomes. So there's 1 jack of hearts over the total number of 52 cards. So your answer would be 1 over 52. What if I were to ask you what the probability of drawing a jack would be? The probability of drawing, how many jacks are there? Firstly, before I answer that question, how many jacks are there? There are 4 jacks. Jack of clubs, jack of spades, jack of hearts, and jack of diamonds. So the probability of drawing a jack would be 4 over 52. Now we need to simplify that 4 over 52 into 1 over 13. What is the probability of me drawing a red jack? How many red jacks are there? We know that there are 4 jacks, but how many red jacks are there? There are 2 red jacks. So your answer will be 2 over 52. We need to simplify this into 1 over 26. Now let's look at a set of dice. Each die has 6 numbers on it. So a pair of dice will have 12 numbers on it. So what is the probability of me rolling an even number? Can you tell me? How many even numbers are there? There are 6 even numbers. They are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So the probability of me rolling an even number is 6 over 12, which we simplify to 1 over 2, or a half. Now let's look at the odd numbers. What are the odd numbers? They are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. That also gives you 6 over 12, which simplifies to a half. Lastly, what is the probability of rolling a multiple of 3? What are the multiples of 3 when we look at a pair of dice? The multiples are 3, 6, 9, and 12, which gives you 4 over 12 and simplifies to 1 over 3. Now let's look at the next example. There are 4 red balls, 5 green balls, and 3 yellow balls in a bag. If I were to draw a ball without looking and then replace the ball back into the bag, what is the probability that the ball will be red? What do I need to do? I need to add up how many balls there are in total. 4 red balls, 5 green balls, and 3 yellow balls. That will give me a total of 12. And how many red balls are there? There are 4. So the probability of me drawing a red ball would be 4 over 12. Now what would the probability of me drawing a blue ball be? It would be 0 over 12, because there are no blue balls in the bag. So now tell me, what if I were to draw a red ball and not place it back into the bag? What would the probability of me then drawing a green ball be? Can you tell me? It would be 5 over 11. Why over 11? Because we already took a red ball out of the bag and we didn't replace it. So there's 1 ball less. So our denominator will decrease by 1. So that will give us 5 over 11. Let's look at tree diagrams. There are 5 red balls and 4 green balls in a bag. I draw a ball, replace it, and draw another ball. Represent this information using a tree diagram and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so how do we draw a tree diagram? A tree diagram represents all the options available in the information. So we have 5 red balls and 4 green balls, 2 sets of information, and that's why we start off with 2 branches. So here we have 5 red balls, and the probability of drawing a red ball is 5 over 9. We have 4 green balls, and the probability of drawing a green ball is 4 over 9. So this diagram represents our first draw. So the blue represents the first draw and the green represents the second draw. What does this mean? It means that if we draw a ball out of the bag, there's a 5 over 9 chance that the ball will be red. There's a 4 over 9 chance that the ball will be green. But after the first draw, we put the ball back. Then we draw another ball. Now in this case, on the second draw, which is represented by this here, there is a 5 over 9 chance again that the ball is red, and a 4 over 9 chance again that the ball is green. The same thing occurs here. However, I want you to have a look at the following questions and see how they are answered. What is the probability of drawing 2 red balls? That means a red ball on the first draw and another red ball on the second draw. What is the probability of drawing a red ball? It's 5 over 9. So we take 5 over 9 multiplied by 5 over 9 and we get 25 over 81. So what is the probability now of drawing 1 green ball and 1 red ball? The probability of drawing a green ball is 4 over 9 and the probability of drawing a red ball is 5 over 9. We multiply them together and we get 20 over 81. Let's look at our final question. Finally, what is the probability of drawing 1 ball of each color? So what you need to notice here is that they don't state in which order you need to draw the balls. So you can either draw a red ball first and then a green ball, or first a green ball and then a red ball. And we need to show this in our calculations. So the probability of drawing a red ball and then a green ball is 5 over 9 times 4 over 9. But we could also draw a green ball first, followed by a red ball. And that probability is 4 over 9 times 5 over 9. We need to add this together to find out the probability of this happening. That gives us 20 over 81 plus 20 over 81, which is 40 over 81. Thank you for watching with us. And then if you need maths, English, Afrikaans or physics tuition, we are able to assist, and we tutor from grades 1 to 12. please feel free to contact me on the number on the screen. Thank you for watching.